Welcome into another episode of Club and Country. I am your host, Baylor, joined today by my co-host, Alex. And we have another show talking about both the Colorado Bucks and a little bit of Colorado Rapids at the end. But we are super excited today to be welcoming in two different players. They will be on in just a few minutes. We're still waiting on one of them to join in. So in the meantime, we're just going to preview the game that is coming up tomorrow, and then we will get into an interview with the players. Alex, you excited for tomorrow?
I'm very excited for tomorrow. I'm super ready. I'm excited to see the Bucks play somebody other than the Omaha Kings. And before we get too much into it, I just remembered that we do have something to clear up. Little oopsie on our part here when it came to the league and the information that we've been sharing. For some reason, I just got it in my head that the Omaha Kings were the defending champions of the league, and it's not true. They're the runners up. They went to the finals last year and they lost to the Grand Rapids. And I remember, like, after we realized that, I remembered that was the truth. And then I realized that my brain just took the fact that so many Omaha Kings players dominated last season that I just thought that they won the whole thing. So every episode we've talked about Omaha being the defending champions, yada, yada. We even interviewed Coach last week and we said it to him. We said, hey, you just played 3 games against the defending champs. Not true. Not true. Grand Rapids won. We have yet to play them. We've got 1 game against them this season. So my apologies on that one, guys.
Yeah, probably could have looked a little closer at the final score there.
Yeah.
Instead of just glossing through it and then checking that. But it's all right. It's all right. We're all learning. It's a learning process here.
Yep.
But now we know, and we are learning more every day. And part of how we are learning more every day is we're watching more of the league where we can. And one of the things we've done in between the last show and this one is we watched Chicago, our upcoming opponent tomorrow. We watched their game against the Kings to kind of compare and contrast some things we saw from our 3 games against the Kings and kind of seeing what we're up against. And I was really impressed. This Chicago team is no joke. They're going to be coming in here and it's going to be a real fight.
Yeah, definitely. They were able to go toe-to-toe with Omaha, who have just looked dominant in every other fashion. The Bucks have done well enough against them. We had one tough game that we would just like to, put behind us as quickly as we can. The other 2 games, we were pretty competitive with them, but they still were able to get that advantage over us by 3 or 4 goals and even more. And Chicago didn't have that issue. I mean, they were toe-to-toe. Omaha had to come back just to force overtime against Chicago, and then Omaha ended up winning in a shootout. So Chicago clearly knows what they're doing in this league. They've got that experience, and I think that they're really going to want to show up to Colorado tomorrow night and really, give us a run for our money.
Yeah, they played I was really impressed with how well they were able to hold the offense of the Kings in check. They played a very disciplined defense, and they're gonna make it very hard for anyone on Colorado to score. That's for sure. So it's going to be really important for the Bucks to match that energy and match that defensive intensity and really focus on making sure that we have, we're playing smart and we're playing safe in our own end, because that's what they're going to be doing.
Yes. Yeah, they're very patient.
Yes.
Very patient team. And they, the biggest thing that I think we can do is disrupt. I mean, especially on the other side of the ball, when Chicago's done playing great defense, they turn around and they really take their time to build a good attack. And I think the more that we can disrupt, get in their face, pressure them, just keep them on their heels. We don't want them, getting comfortable in our side of the field at all. We want to disrupt and cause some chaos on both sides. I mean, if we can get down there and cause some chaos, their defense, I think, is based on, calm, cool, collected. We know what's coming, and I think if we can just do some stuff that's very unpredictable and chaotic, and just take advantage of quick, rebounds, things like that,
Yeah, creating
that's going
chaos
to be
in front of the
massive.
net is definitely going to be huge. Using those walls and any angles you have, even deflections off of other bodies, are going to be huge. Um, Definitely creating chaos. And on the flip side, when you're playing defense, the way they attack is very collected as well. They play a lot of possession and they're very purposeful with their passing.
Yes,
So being disciplined in your defense and not getting too antsy, not vacating your area or your player too quickly to jump on something is going to be huge. Staying disciplined and thinking through everything will be important. So that they don't pick you apart, because they had very clean and smart passing and they took their time. They waited for a good opportunity, and man, were they dangerous when they took those opportunities.
definitely. I think the biggest thing that we can focus on, besides being tactically sound, is exploiting a little bit of their disciplinary issues. They got a lot of fouls, a couple of blue cards against Omaha. If we can get some power plays, I mean, we're 100% on power plays. So if we can force some blue cards and go up a man, we're really going to dominate in that sense. And I think Chicago's that team to just pick, bully them a little bit, make them angry, make them make mistakes, make them, say something and get a blue card, and give us those power plays. That's one of the biggest things that we could do.
Absolutely. And who better to talk to about the upcoming game and the Colorado Bucks than the players themselves? We're going to go ahead and welcome in both Ventura Dominguez and Tomas. I got banners here. Tomas Tapia as well. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us and taking the time. We are so excited to have you on the show. We are excited to catch you guys live again. We've been missing you since that home opener. How are we doing today?
I'm doing all right, man. Just trying to start from now, just trying to stay hydrated and just hang out, honestly. Take it as easy as I can today. Big day tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Tomas?
Hello, guys. I'm doing really good. I'm excited for the game tomorrow. And yeah, just waiting for what's coming tomorrow night.
Excellent. So we got a couple questions lined up for you. This first one is going to be for both of you guys, and that's just simply, what led you guys to playing indoor soccer and ultimately playing for the Colorado Bucks? We'll start with you, Ventura.
Honestly, this is my fifth year playing in the indoor game. I started off as a goalie, my very first year. Played that throughout maybe a year and then moved on to a different club for my remainder of the 4 years. And then I just fell in love with the game, man. It's definitely different. It's a different pace, a lot of physicality. What brought me to the Bucks was that, I mean, it's closer to home. I've always loved representing the local. So I mean, I was just happy they were willing to give me an opportunity to come and be a Buck.
Mhm.
That's awesome. That's great. So 5 years. Wow, that's a long time indoor soccer. Did you do any? You start outdoor, I'm assuming, as a kid. What made you make that transition?
Honestly, I've always, like you guys have seen me, I've always been a big kid ever since I was little. I mean, I've always seen myself as a midfielder growing up, but then I started realizing, hey, maybe let's try something different. And then I jumped in goal all through high school, all through college, and I was like, I'm not really getting anywhere. Let's go indoors and see what happens. And then I mean, how my indoor career really started.
Just meant to be, huh?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. What about you, Tomas?
For me, it's my first year playing indoor. So yeah, it's totally different. It's a totally new experience for me. I've been learning a lot. It's a new sport for me. It's a different sport because with the walls, with the change stopping all the time, it's pretty different. So uh, I like it. I like it. this fast pace, this high scoring sport. I really like it. And about being a player of the Bucks, being with them, I really love it. I really love the energy we have in the team, the players, the owners, the coach. I really like the mindset we'll have. So really excited for this season. I think we can make a really great season.
That's awesome, man. I'm really excited for the season as well. I'm really shocked to hear that this is your first season playing indoor. You,
Yeah.
you had me fooled, that's for sure. You're playing with a level of aggression and just intensity that makes it feel like you've been doing this for a while. So that's great.
Yeah. They've been saying that to me. Like I look aggressive on the field, but I've been playing like that a lot in outdoor. So I played as a midfielder in outdoor. So that's one of the things you have to do, like recover the ball, being aggressive when you don't have it. So I'm really good at that, I feel.
No, absolutely, you are. You absolutely display that on the field,
Mm.
Alex.
Yeah, I love that you guys love playing the game because we certainly love watching the game. This is very exciting, fast paced soccer. So we really appreciate that. Ventura, I have a couple of questions for you. The first one, I just wanted to talk real quick about that blue card you got in the third game against Omaha, where you were playing goalie and you handled the ball outside of the penalty area. Tell me a little bit about stepping in as the goalie so that you can have six attackers and then that ball's coming at you and you're trying to save it. Like, tell me about that moment.
I mean, that moment was just an instinct. I mean, this is playing goalie as well. It's just an instinct. I completely spaced out that they have the goalie box just taped out at a certain area of that yellow mark. So the minute I like glance at the yellow mark, because I immediately had that in my head. I can touch it with my hand.
Uh,
But
Yeah,
the
we
minute when I touched it, and then I looked back, and then I looked that there was the black tape, and I was in front of it. I was like, "Dang it,
yeah.
that's definitely my mistake."
Yeah, we thought it was funny, and honestly, we didn't know the different either. When you
we
that was
could we
yeah,
couldn't see the tape. We had no idea where the box was.
yeah.
We're like, what did he do wrong? Is he the
Yeah.
goalie? What? Can he not use his hands?
No, yeah.
So, and then bigger question for you: you lead the league in shorthanded goals. And on the flip side of that, though, the team hasn't successfully killed a power play yet. So, what's the team's mindset going into those shorthanded situations?
I mean, those shorthanded situations are always rough because it can be like you said, it can be either from a shorthanded goal or if you just get pummeled with shots for those next 2 minutes.
Mhm.
It's just us just standing our ground always and just we just take the punishment at that point.
Okay.
And so just coming in strong and just like I said, just hold them down as for the 2 minutes and see what happens.
So what's going to change? Like how are you guys going to get to that first power play kill? Like, every time that goal has gone in. So, what has to change so that you guys, finally keep one out of the net when you're in those shorthanded goals?
I mean,
Yeah, we
just my
go for it.
personally. Oh, sorry, go for it. Go for it,
No,
man.
no, go for it. Go for it. You
Uh,
start with it.
I mean, personally, we've been doing a lot in practice is trying to keep them out wide. So if we can keep them out wide and just keep them out of the center or towards the top of the key, I mean that's always key as well.
Okay. We'll
Go
keep
ahead.
an eye on that. Yeah, tomorrow.
Go ahead,
Well,
Tomas. What were you gonna say?
No, we've practicing them a lot in training sessions, so I feel confident with the team with those power plays. I think we're gonna do good, really good tomorrow.
That's good. Really important parts for sure.
Yeah, they're really important.
Yeah, this next question for you specifically, Tomas. We talked about it a little bit just a moment ago. Your aggressive play style on the walls and specifically in loose ball situations, it's earned you 3 goals and an assist in the first couple games to start the season. How valuable is self-sacrifice and physicality in the indoor game?
I don't know, man. Ask my girlfriend the next after the game because my body is so sore. You know, it was like totally new experience. That first game we had here at home against Omaha, uh, I wasn't expecting that. To be honest, I wasn't expecting that. But it's what you have to do, and I don't control myself when I'm on a field. I don't control myself. I just go as hard as I can, and yeah, that's what it brings, goals and assists, and I'm very happy with that. I'm keep doing that.
Yeah, we absolutely can see that. I mean, right off the bat in that first game, you were really digging those balls out against, throwing people into the corners, getting thrown in the corners yourself,
Yeah.
sliding in for those balls that are loose in front of the goal. Yeah, we were really impressed with how physical you were, which is again why I was so surprised that you said it was your first season of indoor because you're definitely aggressive in those areas that are really key and don't even exist in the outdoor.
Yeah, at the beginning of the season, first practices with the team, I remember I really like to like check the in and like get close to the midfielders, defenders to receive, get the ball. That's what I like, but uh, people with more experience in the team, Brando, the goalie, Ventura too, they've been telling me like, no, don't get closer to me. Like don't come ask me the ball. Get to the corners, find those spaces, and I'm gonna look for you. And that's what it's happening.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, man. You're absolutely crushing it. You're a lot of fun to watch, that's for sure.
Thank you, thank
Tomas,
you.
it's got to be worth it when those in those moments, that last goal you score, that give and go, off the wall, goes across. You kind of
Oh
dove in there like this karate kick in to score that goal on the ground.
yeah.
I'm sure you stand up and all that body pain is just gone. It's
It's gone. It's gone.
it's all worth
Like
it, right?
just like you said it, it's worth it when you see that the ball is coming into the net. All that sorry is gone, and it's so passional soccer. For me, it's just passion, So when I score or my team scores, it's all about that moment. So yeah, it's been great.
Awesome.
Love that. That's amazing.
So you guys have had 3 difficult games against the Omaha Kings, and that is all the opponents that you have faced so far. So what are you looking forward to as we see this new opponent in Chicago?
Go ahead,
Honestly,
Ventura.
just do our game. Just do our game. It's definitely nice to see somebody different for sure. Um, and it's exciting. It's exciting to always have a new opponent. But like we gotta keep grinding. We gotta keep hustling no matter who it is. So
So preparing
Yeah.
the same.
yeah, always. But I'm preparing the same, maybe adjusting to a little bit, just because a lot of the teams have a different style of playing. So we kind of study them a little bit as well. So we'll we'll have to
Yeah.
figure it out as the game goes as well.
I think we all as a team we wanna feel more protagonist in the field, and also in our home field we'll try to do that. You know, uh, start really with a high press, get that first goal. So that's what we're gonna try to do.
Awesome. Awesome.
So we asked a similar question to this to your coach, your head coach last week when he was on the show. And I'll ask you guys from a player's perspective. What would you say as a team your identity is? And what do you personally do when you're on the field to exemplify that? Like, what do you, how do you play that shows everyone your team's identity?
I
Well,
mean, yeah, go ahead, Tomas.
okay, I'll go ahead on this one. Like I said, we try to be protagonists on the field. I feel that at least in practice, that's what we try to do. Like you said, these first 3 games were with the same opponent, with Omaha Kings. I don't know if they were the best team in regular season or the champions last season, but yeah, they played good. They play good. They know each other. So I think with this fresh opponent, we'll show our identity a lot more, and it's that like keep the ball, move it around, have fun with it. Have fun with it. We like to have fun with the ball. We like to have fun playing soccer. So that's our identity for me.
Having fun is always got to be at the core, because if you're just not enjoying it, you're not going to be in it. And
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
really, I love to hear that. I love the passion.
Yep.
Ventura?
Well, I mean, personally, I our identity should. I mean, it's coming along. We're still in the verse of figuring it out, but it's just always making that first hit. Always making that first hit. Always staying composed. Play for one another and have fun out there, man. I mean, we've all been playing soccer for whoever knows how long. So I mean, our identity is just always make the first punch. Let's have us set the tempo, not the opposite.
Now, do you guys, sorry to add this on here a little bit. When you guys, since you're such a brand new team, your coach said that your guys' mentality wasn't coming into the season, hey, we're a brand new team, whatever happens, happens, and that you're here to win. Do you ever feel, just, speaking on the fun side of things, do you ever just take a step back and be like, this is crazy that, we're playing in this professional league against this insane talent, and that you are now here yourselves? And, how has it been like adjusting to playing, playing in this brand new league?
I mean, personally, to me, it's been no different, but it happens to me every day when I'm on my way to training, when I'm on my way to games, when I'm sitting in the locker room, when I'm chatting with the teammates. There's times I sit there and I'm like, wow, I can't believe like I'm really doing this. Like this is actually happening. Like it's just a lot to take in. It's just love for the game. That's all I could honestly say. And if we can keep striving, keep pushing, and make things happen, I mean, why not?
Love that. That's amazing.
Yeah, man. For me, if I can, a little bit about that.
Go ahead. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Appreciating every moment we have with this team. Like the last trip we have to Omaha, Nebraska. At the end of the day, after that lose that we have, it was really bad. It was a really bad game. But you see each other. You look at the eyes of everyone at the team, and everyone has that attitude, that a team needs. That from the next day we woke up, we came to that field, and we showed a different attitude. We showed a different energy. So yeah, I really appreciate every moment that I have with this team, and that I have on the field and off the field too.
I really appreciate those responses, guys. That was very genuine, heartfelt, and that's I love the community. That's what sports is
Yep.
about when it comes down to it, is community and building relationships. So I love to hear that.
Yeah, speaking of community, we have a comment here from Frank Dominguez saying to you guys, good luck tomorrow, guys. My wife and daughter will be down there tomorrow night repping Frank's Barbecue Trading Post. Saw Frank down there in the home opener. So love to see community members tuning in here as well to listen to you guys. As we go into this game tomorrow, you guys are still searching for your first win. What is it that you're doing as a team to find it?
I mean, just honestly, just play for each other. Keep doing what we've been doing. Keep doing what we've been practicing, and the results will come. We just have to stay just a little bit more patient, a little bit more composed. But coming into this game, we're pretty confident that the outcome is gonna be our way.
Yeah,
Yep.
Tomas?
Just like Ventura said, we're all doing our 100%. We're all doing all that we can. So we feel confident with ourselves, and yeah, we'll do a good game tomorrow.
Yeah, we believe in you guys. We're going to be there. We're going to be loud. We'll be cheering for you. We'll see
We'll
ya.
be there. We're so
Nice,
excited.
nice, excited to see you guys. Thank you
Excited
for
to see all
covering
you guys
us
out there.
like you do. Thank you for covering us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, absolutely. We've been having an absolute blast when we even heard that you guys were going to be a thing. We've been Colorado Rapids season ticket members for 5-6 years. We both love soccer. We played
That's
soccer
great.
together in high school. He coaches kids soccer now for the Rapids youth system. I just love all sports and especially soccer. So when we heard about this league, we jumped on the opportunity. We're extremely grateful to you guys for taking the time, to the owners, to your coach for joining us last week. You guys have been so great and so entertaining, and really letting us and the community around us into this new life and this new league that really just came out of nowhere for a lot of people in Colorado. So you guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for joining. We can't wait to see you guys tomorrow, and have a great night. Okay.
Yeah, you as well, man. Thank you for having us. Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Thank you,
too.
guys.
Have a great night. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
See you
See
then.
ya. See you
Bye.
guys.
Wow.
Awesome.
What a
So
fantastic interview.
yeah, we're gonna see them tomorrow night, 8 o'clock at Foothills Fieldhouse here in Colorado. It's in Lakewood, I think, technically. Um, and 8 o'clock against Chicago Mustangs. It's going to be an interesting one. And if you can't catch it in person, you can always tune in live at I think the Colorado Bucks website. Colorado Bucks SC will be showing the live stream also at MLISpro.com. Tune into the boys, cheer them on. Let's go Bucks. Let's find that first W.
Yeah, I am so excited after that. That was so cool. And it's very cool to get to talk to the players one on one or two on two, I guess. But it's cool to hear their perspectives, and it sounds like they're just absolutely loving this. It sounds like they're not only excited to just be playing for the Bucks and being in Colorado, but they're excited to build. They're excited to get better. They're excited to learn. Blew me away that this is Tomas's first year playing indoor. Blew me away. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, but when he talks about playing in the midfield, it's like, oh, now you see that
No,
aggression.
as soon as he said I play in the midfield, I was like, yeah, that's where the aggression comes from. I
Yeah.
guess the whole game is just playing midfield, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It's all right there in front of you. If you got the opportunity to go in and take that ball and get control of it quickly, Tomas is your guy. Also, was not surprised. I mean, we saw Ventura go into goal, and so in the back of my mind, I was thinking he
Yeah.
must have had some experience in goal. And then, sure enough, he's
Yeah,
played
right
goalie
off the bat, before you even got the question off, man, he said he had goalie experiences to start, and I was like, oh man, that's
Yep.
obviously that's right there. And man, he's great. He's a big friendly giant, that's for sure. I would hate to be trying to win a ball against him on the field. That sounds awful. I'd be
Count me out.
planted. I'm 6'1", 200 pounds, and I would not stand a chance against that man. He is huge in person. But man, what a absolutely, both of them absolutely fantastic individuals, very kind, very genuine for sure. Very genuine people, and we like I said during the interview, sports is about community, and we love welcoming nice, kind people into our community, especially when they're willing to spend some time with us on a Friday night.
Yeah, absolutely. Excited to see them go to work tomorrow night.
All right, shall we move on to the other sports, soccer sports team, sport ball?
Yeah, let's move on to some sport ball, Baylor.
Yeah, let's do some American sport ball though. MLS, Colorado Rapids. When they fired Robin Fraser last year, I remember specifically telling you I was not happy about that because it was not Robin's fault. I think Robin is a fantastic coach.
Yep.
Change of scenery for sure, and I just thought that letting him go mid-season was a little rude, and that by doing so, they needed to completely strip everything down and rebuild it.
Yep.
And boy, is that what they are doing. And so you want to run us through some more signings and some more news?
Yes. So
last week.
I mean, just quick review. We talked about Miguel Navarro in that 1-for-1 trade from Chicago. We also got Omir Fernandez coming in. We re-signed Ollie Larraz. I haven't seen a lot from him yet, so interested to see where he comes in. Sebastian Anderson as well has been re-signed. Those are homegrown boys. got rid of Danny Wilson and Sam Nicholson. I mean, this was the first part of, a long era, especially under Robin Fraser, some of these players that we've seen a lot of that were just starting to push out the door, bring in some of our young, ready to go guys, and also bringing in some new talent. The
Also,
biggest
young talent.
Right, yes. And the biggest news coming in was Zach Steffen coming in from Manchester City, played for Columbus Crew. We talked a little bit about that last week. Excited to see him go to work. We also kind of talked about, it wasn't official last week, but it is now. I'm going to let you break the news on that one because I'm still struggling with his name.
You still struggling with the name? That's great
Yep.
because I don't have it. I still need to read it. I can pronounce it, but I don't have it pulled up in front of me, which means
Djord.
Oh, Jord. Oh, it's
Jord Mihailovic, I think is how you say it.
Mihailovic.
I'll get there. I'll get there.
It's all right. It's all right.
So an American international, been playing in the Dutch leagues, pretty sure. Coming back over, kind of struggling over there. So we're going to see what he can apply to our American brand of soccer here in the MLS. Really excited to see that come in because that's some experience. We want that European soccer experience. And the Dutch leagues have done well for us because the other bit of news is that we signed a multi-year extension for Cole Bassett, who we loaned out to a Dutch team, and he played in those Dutch leagues, got that European soccer experience, and now he's been back, and he's been absolutely crushing it. I mean, he is so influential on the field out there. He's just making smarter and better plays than almost anybody on the team and most people on the other team. I mean, he is definitely one of our core players, and the fact that we got him on a multi-year extension is massive.
Jord Mihailovic.
Jord
Mihailovic.
We'll get that.
U.S. international, by the way. He is a men's national team player.
Yeah.
And then did you mention Jasper?
Not yet. I was going to get into some details on Cole Bassett. I was curious as I was dropping that news as to how long the extension is. It is a 4-year contract extension through the 2027 MLS season.
Beautiful. Love that. Love me some Cole Bassett.
On the other side of getting rid of some players that we've seen somewhat a lot of, Max Alves has gone off to a Brazilian club on a transfer. So he is out. We've seen some stuff from Max here and there, not as consistent as we saw guys like Danny Wilson and Sam Nicholson, but still Max is one of those players that what can we speak to about his career here in Colorado? Scenery change for sure. Other bit of news here, Adam Beaudry, our homegrown goalie. We sent 2 goalies. The Rapids sent 2 homegrown goalies up to the United States national team for the U17 World Cup just recently, back in, I think that was in December. And so we sent some goalies up there and didn't really get to see how well they did. I mean, the U.S. had a very quick exit. But Adam Beaudry has been signed as a goalkeeper to the Rapids, so I'm sure he will be back up to Zach Steffen, and hopefully we'll learn a thing or two from Zach coming in as this young player. I mean, he doesn't look any older than 18. I'm sure he's 17, 18. He's definitely, he had, I guess, U17. Duh, Alex. And then moving on, we have Jasper.
Is that how the age system works?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, sometimes they push it a little bit, but no, Jasper Lawfulson from Real Salt Lake. This is news as of today, right?
News to me as of today. I saw it today. It might have happened yesterday, but it was definitely new of the last day or so.
Yeah, the Rapids posted about it on Wednesday, so I guess that would be the breaking point for that. I don't know if we've seen too much about him yet, but I'm sure there's going to be more to come about Jasper. We certainly he is German, so some more European experience coming in. But Real has definitely had our number for the last few seasons now. And so I think really, one of those rival players that's going to come over and kind of switch it up on the other side of the Rockies here. I think that that's just going to be beneficial for us because clearly it's not enough for them in Real, but coming over to us, maybe he's got something that's going to fit in with our new system.
What is he? I think he's like 27 or something.
It's a great question. 26.
Yeah, he's still got plenty of time to grow with this young team, but definitely has a little bit more experience than some of the younger players on this team that are going to be here. So it's a good little balance of a player in their prime, still able to learn, but definitely got some more experience, which will be helpful in the locker room with these younger guys.
Yeah, it does seem like he's come up through the American system. Has had a couple of seasons out in Germany, but attended college here at the University of Pittsburgh, played for them, got 2 goals and 18 assists in 36 appearances, went up through RSL's MLS Next Pro team and moved his way up. So excited to see what he can bring. That's for sure.
Yeah, that'll be I'm really excited. I'm actually a lot more excited for this season than I thought I would be.
Yeah.
It'll be really cool to see a new team, not the same stuff that we've seen for the last 3 years with very minor changes with people you've never heard of. We've got a nice mixture of homegrown players mixing in with some big name international players mixed in with some smart free agent signings and some trades. So it's been a little bit of everything. And at least when you're cooking, good meal requires a good recipe. And it looks like we're putting in some good ingredients. So I'm excited to see what comes out for the season.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's more to come as well. I think we still have a lot of work to do in that transfer market before the transfer window closes. But Baylor, don't get too excited for the start of the season because on the negative side of news, there may be a strike coming up that could delay the MLS start of the season. Something to do with the refs. It's the refs that could go on strike as their union. I mean, what is it called with MLB Players Association and things like that? It's the Players Association, but it's for the refs. It's a union. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just the refs union.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're in negotiations right now. I don't even know if that's just with MLS or with, a whole span of things, how extensive that is. But that is also recent news. So that's developing. Not too much to get into right now. We don't want to say already that, oh, yeah, we're going to get delayed. It's just, it's looming. It's, we've got to see what happens here. So hopefully they can get everything.
I don't know, man. I'm always a fan of paying the refs.
Yeah,
always a fan of paying the refs in every sport, man.
Yeah,
more money you pay them, the better they're going to be.
Yeah. No, I'm all for it. So
and without them, you don't have a game.
Exactly, and hopefully they get it figured out soon because I would love to see us start on time. Our first game, I think, is an away game in February, at the end of February. So just over a month here coming up, February 17th. Is that even right? They did just announce their preseason schedule. So preseason could start as early as the 23rd of this month against, I don't know, it looks like a team from Liga MX. And then I think official season would start on February 24th in Portland. I'm pretty sure I remember Portland being our first team. So yeah, just over a month here for the regular season and just a couple weeks away for preseason. Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, is that all we got for the Rapids?
Yep, that is it.
It was just a couple bit of the rapid fire for 5-10 minutes there. But cool. Well, that was a great show. I really enjoyed those interviews. We're gonna keep those keep the Bucks interviews coming. Goal is to continue to interview them as long as we can. It's been so great working with both the owners and the team itself. through these first couple weeks. So looking forward to continue providing that inside scoop for the Bucks, and definitely once the Rapids get in full swing, we will absolutely be covering that as we go to the games anyway. So may as well talk about it, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much to everyone who stopped by. Thank you all for commenting and supporting us as a show. Love to have you in here. We will continue to do weekly episodes for Club and Country. Still working on a solid day at the moment. Probably going to try to keep it towards the end of the week for now. But as soon as we know a solid day, we will be sure to let y'all know. In the meantime, definitely stay tuned on our social media and we'll let you guys know. But that's going to do it for us. So thanks for tuning in. Have a good night, y'all.